The GDP per capita in Slovenia is around $26,000 a year. As of the 7th of April 2020, Slovenian citizens had visa-free or visa-free on arrival access to 180 countries and territories, ranking the Slovenian passport 12th overall in terms of travel freedom. Temporary residence permits are issued on the basis of employment, studies, family relationships, other justified reasons such as ownership of real estate, custody of a child who is a Slovene citizen, a long-lasting common law marriage with a Slovene citizen or Slovene descendant. If you're applying for residency based on family ties in Slovenia, such as a Slovenian spouse, parent, or grandparent, then you may be able to begin the process of residency in Slovenia. Also, if you want to learn more how to legally get your taxes to zero or how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit the button at the bottom of the homepage that says Apply with Us, and then fill out a questionnaire, and then hit the button on the bottom of the page that says Send to Us so we can help you get started. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. All right, now, if you're applying based on some other reason like employment or study, you will need to begin the process before you enter Slovenia. Children born to foreign parents in Slovenia do not acquire Slovenian citizenship on the basis of birthplace, but place of birth is relevant for determining whether the child of Slovenian parents acquires citizenship. Now, dual citizenship is permitted in Slovenia with the exception that those acquiring Slovenian citizenship by naturalization are required to renounce any foreign citizenship they hold. A person may acquire Slovenian citizenship by naturalization upon satisfying the following conditions, and they are a total of 10 years residence in Slovenia, including 5 years continuous residence before the application, renunciation of foreign citizenship or proving that it will automatically be lost, competency in the Slovenian language, good character, you got to be at least 18 years old, and then sufficiently established in Slovenia so as not to require any sort of welfare payments. Because Slovenia forms part of the European Union, Slovenian citizens are also citizens of the European Union under European Union law and thus enjoy rights of free movement and have the right to vote in elections with the European Parliament. Now, Slovenian citizens can live and work in any country within the EU as a result of the right of free movement and residency granted in Article 21 of the EU Treaty. There are exceptions to the requirements for naturalization, and they are the following. Those who have actually immigrated from Slovenia and those of Slovenian ancestry up to the second generation in direct descent may be naturalized after 1 year's residence in Slovenia. Renunciation of foreign citizenship is not required under this concession. A person who is married to a Slovenian citizen for at least 2 years may be naturalized after 1 year's residence in Slovenia. The requirement to renounce foreign citizenship may be waived upon special application. A general waiver to the naturalization requirements can be made based on the national interest of Slovenia. A person of Slovenian origin up to the second generation in direct descent or a former Slovenian citizen may be naturalized without any residence requirements. The application for Slovenian citizenship can be lodged with a Slovenian diplomat mission from abroad. In this case, the applicant is required to prove his or her active ties with the Republic of Slovenia by way of his or her active participation over years in Slovenia associations, Slovenian language schools, expatriate or national minority organizations. The government office of the Republic of Slovenia for Slovenes abroad, which is the authority competent for evaluating the existence of national reasons in concrete terms, gives a positive opinion in cases when the applicant is a person of Slovenian origin and when he has proven the existence of his active ties with the Republic of Slovenia. All right, now, residents of Slovenia are liable to personal income tax on their worldwide income. The taxes in Slovenia are as follows. There's a corporate income tax rate of 19%. Individual tax is as high as 50% with lower brackets as well. There's a sales tax of 22%. Social Security tax is a whopping 38.20%. All right, now I'm going to give you my evaluation of this program, and it is as follows. You know, Slovenia, it's got a great passport, but the tax system is awful. You got to pay close to 50% in taxes when you add up all the taxes that you got to pay. Even if you're in pretty low brackets, because there's so many other taxes you have to pay, and the Social Security tax is so high. So, you know, this is something that you really have to think about, and this is if you're more than likely self-employed. Also, you're going to have to learn the Slovenian language to get the passport, and this is the key, is are you going to be willing to do that? Remember that you're going to have to reside in Slovenia for a minimum of 10 years before you can even apply for the passport. So that means it's going to take you at least 10 to 11 years before you get the passport. Dual citizenship is not allowed if you're naturalized. And as I've said in other videos, any country that doesn't allow dual citizenship tells you that country wants to control you in your travel, and I wouldn't fall for it. Don't ever go with a country that doesn't allow dual citizenship. I've mentioned this in other videos. You will have to relinquish your other citizenship and passport to get this passport, and that's a bad deal. A very small percentage of Slovenian people speak good English, so you're going to waste a lot of time when you move there trying to get things done, trying to learn the language. And you know, I've been through this in a lot of different passport programs, but if you really want to get a top-notch passport, remember that a good fast-track citizenship program, if that's what you're trying to do, is get a passport and a citizenship, is go with a country similar to, it doesn't have to be St. Kitts, but it needs to be something like St. Kitts. St. Kitts, to me, is almost the perfect example because it has all the negatives taken out, and it has more, the other Caribbean countries are the same way too, but the problem is St. Kitts has an added plus in that it has no income taxes inside or outside the country. And this is something that's very unique, and the prices inside the country too are fairly reasonable on food and clothes and buying other household type items. But the big key is don't bypass any of these decisions I'm getting ready to tell you, and that is get a citizenship program that you know you can get as long as you got no civil or criminal past. A lot of these residency by investment countries don't go by the statutory requirements after the minimum residency requirements have been made, therefore messing up your plans for a passport in a reasonable amount of time. By getting into a program like St. Kitts passport and citizenship, you don't run into this type of problem because St. Kitts passport you can get as quick as 4 to 5 months. 11 years is a long time to wait to get a passport. Make sure that the country you're applying for doesn't have any military requirements to the passport. And make sure the tax system that's in place for that country is either a territory tax system or a pure tax haven and does not tax worldwide income. And this is a big key that you want to look at. And Slovenia not only has high taxes, they tax worldwide income. You ought to try to avoid socialistic countries if you want to get ahead financially. And also make sure that there's no language requirement, that you're already fluent in the language of the country you're going to. This can slow you up tremendously. I've mentioned this in other videos. You want to get away from having to learn another language. This just slows you up in everything. And also, always verify that dual citizenship is allowed or don't engage in that program. An example, St. Kitts allows dual citizenship with all countries. You're going to have to give up your passport, with Slovenia if you end up your prior passport if you want to get citizenship there. And also get a passport that's got a lot of visa-free countries, at least to the Schengen countries. And that's one thing I do like about the Caribbean countries for getting a second passport, especially St. Kitts, because St. Kitts offers more visa-free countries than the other countries in the Caribbean for the fast-track programs. And also remember that a lot of countries reserve the most lucrative business opportunities like insurance, real estate, retail, and other businesses to citizens. So if it's going to take you 10 to 15 years to get the passport, and you're in one of these barred out programs that you can't work in, man, you've wasted a lot of time and money moving to that place. This is why you really need to, if you're going to pick a country that's going to have a long drawn out residency by investment program, you better make sure that you can get involved in that business opportunity that you're going to do before you go. Also, when you move to a new country, where you don't know the language, just remember it's going to take you 3 times longer to get everything done, and time is money, so you need to think about this carefully. Also, if you want to learn more on how to legally get your taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 3 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen right here. You'll get all these new videos as they come out automatically. And number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below, and I'll definitely get back with you and see if I can solve your problem there. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the bar at the top that says Apply with Us, and then fill out the questions. And then there's a bar at the bottom that says Send to Us. Hit that, and we'll get it back, and we'll see what we can do to try to help you out. We deal with 74 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries. I think you'll be interested in if you're not interested in Slovenia. I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.